draft, and they even trained together prior to the combine. Here's Patterson on first down, and Cordarrelle Patterson will move the chains for the Falcons. From the 17 on first down, it is Patterson. Finally dragged down by Marcus May. Ninth play of the drive. It's Patterson again. Ooh. Patterson is in for a Falcons touchdown.
Look at that, Kenny. We just talked about. He is a bruiser. Hits the hole, as I said, 100 miles an hour, and he's taking the pile with them.
Under 3 minutes remaining, second quarter in Atlanta. Patterson. Cordarrelle Patterson. All the way to the Saints. Second down and 1. Patterson has a first down. Still going. As he pulls over yet.
Keep it as loud as they thought it could be. Close to the noise here to prepare. Patterson. Cordarrelle Patterson for the end zone. And in for a Falcon touchdown. Quieting this caffeinated crowd.
And really getting it done right here. We know about the way that Cordarrelle Patterson is a great kick returner, tied for the all-time lead with 8 kickoff returns for touchdowns. Looked like a kickoff return kind of speed right there.
Cordarrelle Patterson cuts back, galloping through the Seattle secondary and all the way inside the 40.
Got too far upfield on that.
Patterson again. A lot of room. Inside the 20. On a first down pitch. Patterson high-stepping through the Seahawks and busting across the 40-yard line.
First down and 10 from the 35. A pitch to Patterson running right. Patterson finds a hole. First down run. Patterson reverses field. He's got the corner. Patterson to the end zone. And no signal yet. Yes! Touchdown! Cordarrelle Patterson.
What a run by Cordarrelle Patterson. You get a second look at it, but once he gets to the corner, him and Denzel Ward, it's just too long.
And there's Pitts at the top.
The give is to Patterson, and he is in for a Falcons touchdown in his return after missing 4 games.
It was the very first game against the Saints, and you knew he was going to be a problem if he could stay healthy throughout the season. And that's what I mean. The blocking is there.
Now in the backfield, 3rd and goal. Zacchaeus in motion. Here's Patterson reaches across. His second touchdown today.
This is why they want Cordarrelle Patterson back. That's why they're so happy. Watch Drew Tranquil get absolutely obliterated.
But you better be able to do that, and St. Brown does really well. Here's Patterson, who fumbled the last time he touched it. Cordarrelle Patterson has a seam. Patterson splits it. Goodbye! Cordarrelle Patterson, the 9th time in his NFL career. A house call on a kick.
And he redeems himself. Watch this. He's going to break to the right, and then right there, he sees that. Look at the guys. That's great blocking angles. And now, right here, to be able to split that and get past Elijah Hicks. 30 years old, coast to coast. Great stuff.
Gives the Falcons their first kick return touchdown in 12 years. And boy, with their offense sputtering.
Oh, my goodness, right?
Just what the doctor ordered.
Sputtered might be too nice. I mean, it has not been pretty since that opening drive.
Special teams.
How about that? Both sides. That's great. You know, we talk complimentary football, and that is always the forgotten phase. And it's been huge today. I mean, Richard Hightower and his group on that side doing a heck of a job as well for Chicago.
And it's Patterson with the first down. 3 yards. 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 Down near the 10-yard line, Christian Holmes ripped him down. Back to the ground game. It's Patterson with the shifty maneuvering and a first down. Down inside the 35 of Washington, it's Patterson's best run of the day at 21 yards.
They got to give their defense a rest. They've been on the field a lot today, as you just saw. Patterson, room on the right side, cuts it upfield. And a good-looking drive here by the Falcons.
Right back to Patterson. On the cut, on the hit, into the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. Patterson drives it in, and this is a 4-point game potentially if they get this extra point.
I tell you, these running backs, they don't shy away from contact. They actually go out there and try to run people. That's Tuttle. I mean, that's Shy Tuttle.
Myjai Sanders knows Des Ridder very well. They played collegiately together for a couple of years in Cincinnati. Ridder to throw, backpedaling. Patterson changing direction, and Cordarrelle Patterson gets a lot of it back. Patterson, the tailback. It's a run, it's Patterson, and it's a one-play drive into the end zone.
And take a look at the right side of the offensive line now. We saw on the last touchdown run by Algier, it was the left side.
And the confidence to know, that's where I want to go with it. Go ahead, let it eat.
Hand to Patterson. He walks in. It's a touchdown for Atlanta. They're picking off where they left off at the end of the game last week against Arizona.
Yeah, put a starting drive together in that game against Arizona for a touchdown. Ended that game in the fourth quarter.